The new year dawned bright, deceptively calm, but beneath the surface, an insidious threat lurked. It was January 2nd, 2025. The Santa Ana winds whispered through the canyons, a harbinger of the inferno to come. By nightfall, the whispers became a roar. Flames erupted, tearing through the parched hillsides of Los Angeles. A city known for its glamour was about to witness nature's raw, untamed power. The sky, once a brilliant blue, transformed into a canvas of angry orange and crimson. Smoke billowed, choking the air with a thick, acrid haze. The familiar scent of eucalyptus and pine gave way to the pungent odor of burning wood and fear. Panic surged through the streets as a relentless wave of fire advanced. The 2025 California wildfire season had begun. This was not the first time fire had threatened the City of Angels, but this blaze, fueled by drought and driven by the relentless Santa Anas, was different. It was a monster, hungry and insatiable. It moved with a speed that defied logic, consuming everything in its path. Homes, businesses, dreams, all reduced to ash in the blink of an eye. The flames danced with terrifying beauty, a macabre waltz of destruction. Yet, within this chaos, stories of courage and resilience began to emerge. Tales of firefighters risking their lives, of neighbors helping neighbors, of a community banding together in the face of unimaginable loss. This is their story. The firestorm raged for days, fueled by a perfect storm of dry conditions and fierce winds. By week's end, the devastation was staggering. Over 34,000 acres lay scorched, a grim testament to nature's fury. The flames had devoured nearly 10,000 homes, leaving behind a trail of charred rubble and broken dreams. The official death toll stood at 10, each life lost a tragedy. But behind the numbers were stories of families torn apart, of futures forever altered. The fire, like a malevolent entity, seemed to pick and choose its victims. Some neighborhoods were reduced to ashes, while others, miraculously, remained untouched. But the threat was ever present, a sword hanging over the city. No one knew when or where the beast would strike next. The wind-driven embers were like fiery seeds, carried aloft to ignite new blazes miles away. What started as a localized firestorm quickly morphed into a regional crisis. Resources were stretched thin, firefighters working tirelessly, many without sleep or respite. They fought not only the flames but also the despair that threatened to consume them. Nestled between the Santa Monica Mountains and the Pacific Ocean, Pacific Palisades was a haven for the affluent. Mansions perched on hillsides offered breathtaking views. Luxury cars lined the streets. It was a world away from the grit and grime often associated with Los Angeles. But the fires of 2025 did not discriminate. They swept through this affluent enclave with the same ferocity they displayed elsewhere, transforming luxury into loss in an instant. The iconic Getty Villa, a testament to ancient art and architecture, narrowly escaped the inferno's wrath. Its survival stood as a beacon of hope amidst the widespread devastation. But for many residents, the sense of loss was profound. Homes filled with memories, irreplaceable heirlooms, and a sense of security, all gone, reduced to ash and dust. The air was thick with the smell of smoke, a constant reminder of the tragedy that had unfolded. The streets, once bustling with life, were now eerily deserted. The silence was broken only by the crackling of embers and the distant wail of sirens. In the aftermath, dazed residents picked through the rubble of their lives, their faces etched with grief and disbelief. Against this backdrop of despair, stories of extraordinary courage and selflessness emerged. Firefighters, pushed to their physical and emotional limits, battled the blaze with unwavering determination. They worked day and night, their faces blackened by soot, their eyes burning from fatigue and smoke. Many had not seen their families in days, their only focus the inferno raging before them. Helicopters buzzed overhead, their rotors churning the smoky air as they dumped thousands of gallons of water onto the flames. Bulldozers carved fire breaks into the hillsides, desperate attempts to contain the inferno's spread. But the Santa Ana winds, at times gusting over 100 miles per hour, whipped the flames into a frenzy, rendering these efforts seemingly futile. The fire moved faster than anyone could have anticipated. It jumped freeways, leaped canyons, and devoured everything in its path. Firefighters found themselves in a desperate race against time, often making split-second decisions that meant the difference between life and death. Section 5. The Exodus. As the firestorm raged, a mass exodus began. Over 180,000 people, their lives upended, were forced to flee their homes. Freeways, usually choked with traffic, became parking lots as residents desperately sought escape. The air crackled with tension and fear. Families huddled together in shelters, their faces etched with worry and uncertainty. The lucky ones found refuge with friends or relatives, their homes spared from the inferno's wrath. But for many, the future was uncertain. They had escaped with little more than the clothes on their backs, their lives left in limbo. The evacuation was not without its challenges. Traffic snarled, tempers flared, and the fear of the unknown hung heavy in the air. Yet, even in the midst of this chaos, acts of kindness and compassion shone through. Strangers helped strangers. Communities came together, offering food, water, and a shoulder to cry on. Section 6. A city scarred. As the smoke cleared and the flames died down, the true extent of the devastation became horrifyingly clear. Los Angeles, a city that had always projected an air of invincibility, was left reeling. The scars of the fire ran deep, both physically and emotionally. The iconic Hollywood sign, a symbol of dreams and aspirations, stood watch over a city in mourning. The canyons that once provided a scenic backdrop to countless films were now blackened and bare. The air, usually thick with the scent of jasmine and bougainvillea, was heavy with the smell of ash and loss. The economic impact of the fires was staggering. Businesses destroyed, livelihoods lost, and the tourism industry, a vital part of the city's economy, brought to a standstill. The road to recovery promised to be long and arduous, a daunting task that would require all the resilience and determination the city could muster. Section 7. Echoes in the Ashes. In the aftermath of the inferno, stories of loss and survival emerged from the ashes. There was the elderly couple who lost everything they had worked for their entire lives, their retirement dreams reduced to rubble. There was the single mother who, with remarkable courage, ushered her 2 young children to safety, their escape nothing short of miraculous. And then there were the stories of those who didn't make it. The firefighter who gave his life trying to save others, his sacrifice a testament to the bravery and selflessness that define those who run towards danger when others flee. The family trapped in their home, their desperate cries for help swallowed by the roar of the flames. Their stories, though heartbreaking, served as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the capricious nature of fate. The fires of 2025 left an indelible mark on the psyche of Los Angeles. They forced residents to confront their own mortality, to acknowledge the power of nature, and to reevaluate what truly mattered in life. But amidst the loss and despair, a glimmer of hope began to emerge. Section 8. The Phoenix Within. The human spirit, much like the resilient chaparral that blankets the California hillsides, has an uncanny ability to recover and regenerate. In the days and weeks following the fires, a spirit of community and resilience began to blossom. Neighbors helping neighbors, strangers lending a hand, and a city united in its grief and determination to rebuild. Donations poured in from across the country and around the world, a testament to the shared humanity that binds us all. Celebrities used their platforms to raise awareness and funds, while ordinary citizens opened their homes and their hearts to those in need. The fires may have destroyed homes and businesses, but they could not extinguish the spirit of compassion and generosity that burned brightly within the human soul. From the ashes of tragedy, a renewed sense of purpose emerged. The fires served as a wake-up call, a stark reminder of the importance of community, of environmental stewardship, and of cherishing the preciousness of life. Section 9. From the Rubble, Hope. The road to recovery was long and arduous, but the people of Los Angeles, known for their resilience and their indomitable spirit, faced the challenge head-on. With each passing day, the debris was cleared, homes were rebuilt, and lives, though forever changed, began to regain a sense of normalcy. The fires of 2025 served as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the importance of preparedness. They also revealed the extraordinary capacity of the human spirit for compassion, resilience, and hope. From the rubble and ash, a stronger, more resilient Los Angeles emerged, forever marked by the fires but determined to rise above the ashes.